Welcome back, friends, with more of the Big Bang Theory. This is season 5, episode 16. Last time, Howard got the name Fruit Loops from his astronaut buddies, and Leonard was able to pause the roommate agreement for a while. I hope he does it again whenever Sheldon gets to be too much. Just take the time you need for yourself, right? But yeah, excited to continue. Full reactions, early reactions are going to be on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, subscribe, and let's get started.
I think I've come up with a fun way to get young people interested in science. Physics Mad Libs.
He's so excited about it.
Funny Greek letter.
Gamma.
I said funny.
Upsilon?
Good one.
Oopsilon.
5 times the limit of e to the oopsilon as in a Okay, no. I'll start over.
Wow.
Professor
Wow.
I haven't seen him laugh that hard since the day Leonard made that multiplication error.
Oh Lord, that multiplication error. He thought
Aww.
he won, but he didn't.
It's not funny. That mistake got published.
Stop!
Ooh. Oh no.
I assume you'd like to respond to one of the suggestions I put in the box by your office?
No, and stop installing suggestion boxes everywhere.
Oh my god.
Written suggestion.
The physics department chair tells me you're refusing to take your vacation.
I don't need a vacation.
You're obligated to take one, and I'd also like you to know the most often received suggestion in my suggestion box you installed without asking
Can
me.
Sheldon take a
Dr. Cook,
vacation?
take a vacation.
But if I don't come into work, what am I supposed to do with myself?
Read, rest, travel. I hear Afghanistan is nice this time of year.
In the middle of the United States
Sarcasm?
invasion,
No, you should go.
you should go.
Tonight's gonna be a good night, and tonight's gonna be a good night.
Is Sheldon in the car?
I got my money. Let's spend it up.
You stuck caterwauling. If the guard at the university asks what's under the blanket, you tell him it's some lobster traps. That's how Velma and Scooby smuggled Shaggy into the old lighthouse.
Oh my god. We're not going to a lighthouse.
What do you people are going to recognize you?
Will they, Leonard?
Yes. The hat draws extra attention.
I'm so glad you talked Howard out of having your wedding invitations in Klingon.
Oh man, yeah.
Turn it over. Hoping my relatives think it's Hebrew.
I'm gonna be a maid of honor. I'm gonna wear
Aw.
a beautiful dress and walk down that aisle, and finally, I will have my special day.
You mean my special day?
Gonna need an extra large veil for somebody's head.
My god.
I
Amy.
never get married. My dad, because I make a lot more money than Howie, he's putting a lot of pressure on me to get a prenup.
Oy.
Ouch. I'm a big believer in breaking bad news to a guy when you're in bed with him. That's how I told my high school boyfriend I slept with his brother.
Oi.
That's how I told his brother the same thing.
Oi, oi.
I don't know. I don't want to
Penny.
manipulate him with sex.
Oh, sweetie, that's what sex is for.
Honey.
You're adorable, intelligent, and a good earner. I could conservatively see you going for at least 2 oxen and a goose. You would fetch a unicorn.
Oh my god. Aww. Yeah, I would, wouldn't I?
What about Hawaii?
Hawaii is a former leper colony on top of an active volcano where the disappointing ending to Lost was filmed.
Oh. Lost had ended by this time?
Mahalo for nothing, Hawaii.
Mahalo doesn't want tourists right now anyway.
My family took a trip to Florida when I was a child. A seagull stole a hot dog from me on the beach. I got the message.
Birds are bad.
And now on the massage table with Trevor, and you'll feel like you were born without bones.
I don't think I could ever let a guy give me a massage.
Really? What was I doing to your neck last night while you were playing Xbox?
Oh.
It's like I'm living
Oh.
in a dictatorship. You must take a vacation. You must have fun. You must enjoy life.
I don't think you have a good handle on dictatorships.
One time, they tried to make Richard Feynman take a vacation. He went to work in his friend's biology lab. Richard Feynman was a famous American physicist,
Oh my-
part of the Manhattan Project.
Why are you telling him?
I have a brilliant idea. Amy's
Work
a
with Amy.
biologist. I'll go work in her lab.
Isn't that just Feynman's idea?
10 seconds ago, you never heard of him. Now you're an expert.
Oi.
Is that your laundry? You only have like 6 things in there.
Yeah, I didn't have any quarters, so I've been sneaking stuff into other people's loads all day. Hey, if I
Oh,
tell you
come
something,
on.
promise not to tell anybody.
Doesn't matter what I say, you're gonna tell me anyway.
What? That is not true.
Yes, it is. So anyway,
Bernadette wants a prenup.
her father wants her to get a prenup. Amy agreed to
It's off
this.
to a wonderful start.
Work on your own projects.
Formaldehyde. I can already feel my cares just melting away.
I get the feeling he's
I'm
gonna
excited
annoy
to
the
work
hell
with
out of
my
her.
Boyfriend, it's gonna be romantic.
Way to kill the mood.
I'm gonna be doing some brainstem histology while you put yourself on the business end of a sponge and wash those beakers.
Wash those.
Busy work.
Oh, I get it. Little hazing for the new fella. Yeah, better keep an eye out for what? Shoe polish on the microscope for mad cow disease in my grilled cheese sandwich.
No,
If
I
only
just
we
need
were
those
so
beakers
lucky.
washed.
Where's Howard?
No hi, Raj. No how are you, Raj. Just straight to where's the other white guy?
I'm sorry. Listen, I heard something about him. Can you keep it between us?
No,
Gossip.
don't gossip.
When I first got
Should I give him a heads up?
I'm gonna give you the same advice I yell at the TV when the bachelor's handing out roses. Follow your heart.
Okay.
Look at the size of that Rice Krispie treat. Same price.
Oh, he's so
Hey,
happy.
Howard, I need to tell you something.
I know, it's not on my wedding diet. I don't care.
He's on a wedding diet? He's so skinny.
A prenup? Wow.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Follow your heart.
Okay, Raj. Thank you.
She makes more money than me. She wants to protect her financial interests. Yeah, actually, it's good for both of us. I have assets to protect too.
Like what?
Mom's house.
Some rare comic books. And Ma and I have a primo double cemetery plot at Mount Sinai, right near the guy who played Mr. Roper on Three's Company.
Mr. Roper's dead?
Oh, what?
You couldn't spring that on a guy?
This is now the only lab with glassware washed by a man with 2 doctorates and a restraining order signed by Carl Sagan.
All right, man.
Soap spots, wash them again.
Ooh.
You're being ridiculous. Those are perfectly clean.
This beaker used to contain cerebrospinal fluid from an elephant that died of syphilis. If it's in fact perfectly clean, drink from it.
Oh. Don't. Clean it again.
Biologists are mean.
I need you to count the bacteria spores on these petri dishes.
There was
Counting.
something wrong with that detergent. That was way too bubbly.
I'm sure it was.
I intend to write that soap company a strongly worded letter.
Oh my gosh, Sheldon.
Now, start counting.
367.
How's it going?
He lost count.
How's counting going? When I was in kindergarten, I recited pi to 1,000 places for the school talent show. I think I got this.
Great.
Aw, nuts.
Oh, nuts.
1. You're afraid if you give me anything meaningful to do, I'll show you up.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I've given you the simplest things to do, and you haven't done one of them right.
Maybe that's because I'm not being challenged. It's the same reason Einstein failed math.
Maybe the math was too bubbly for him. I'm about to remove the locus coeruleus, which is incredibly delicate work. Have at it.
Oh, boy.
No stranger to a little gray matter.
This is gonna be bad.
Coeruleus. We work with particles so small, they make fat jokes about the locus coeruleus. I.e., when your locus coeruleus sits around the house, it sits around the house.
Get to it then. And his hands are so shaky.
Oh. Are we nervous, Dr. Cooper?
No. What you see is a man trembling with confidence. Does the locus coeruleus normally bleed that much?
No, but your thumb does.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
He's gonna faint.
We're grown men. We drink at bars.
No and no.
Not grown men don't drink at bars.
Everything okay with you and Bernadette?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You and Amy, good?
Oh, better than good.
Bad liars.
You sign anything she puts in front of you because you are the luckiest man alive. If you let her go, there is no way you can find anyone else. Speaking on behalf of all women, it is not going to happen. We had a meeting.
We had a meeting.
This is a fairly substantial wound.
Oh no, he's gonna... He did it to himself that time.
Amy?
I guess he did it to himself the first time.
Do you honestly think you can just waltz back in here after the way you behaved yesterday?
I was not myself. I had lost a lot of thumb blood.
What about before then?
That's not an apology.
That is your opinion.
I want a real apology.
I'm sorry that you weren't able to. That my
Teacher.
genius.
No.
Have to walk him through a.
Sheldon.
She has to walk him through an apology. It's exhausting.
Sorry.
For.
Forgiven. Now, if you want to stay, get started on those beakers. They're still dirty from yesterday.
I'm not mad at you. I just wish you would have come to me so I didn't have to hear it through the nerd vine.
The nerd vine.
Why don't I talk to your dad? Man to man.
Really? That'd be so great.
Would it?
Even though he's retired from the police force, he still carries his gun. But don't worry, he won't shoot it. It's more of a fashion statement.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Don't bring up Jimmy Carter, gardeners, foreign people, homosexual, Sean Penn, Vatican II, gun control, organic food, the designated hitter rule, recycling, or the fact that you're Jewish.
Oi. Can you say that again? I need to take notes.
Will you email me that list?
If he's shouting at you, you're okay. But if he starts to get real quiet, leave as quickly as you can without making eye contact. Not in a straight line. Throw some zigs and zags in there.
This does not sound like a stable man.
Why don't I talk to him about it in May?
In May, you're going to be on the International Space Station.
Yeah.
I got
Perfect.
phone.
So, Howard's gonna have fun trying to connect with Bernadette's dad, right? And it's so weird to me that Howard knew nothing about him. He's engaged to Bernadette and just it never came up in conversation what their family's like, besides their mothers, I guess. And Bernadette had to warn him about so many things about her dad. He used to be a cop, still wears his gun at times, and then there are all the topics of conversation that Howard should avoid. Jimmy Carter, foreign people, gay people, gun control, the designated hitter rule, recycling, or the fact that he's Jewish and a whole bunch of other things. Sounds like an absolute delight. Where's my sarcasm side? But it was all in an effort to make this prenup thing more okay for the both of them. Everybody was gossiping about it though, and it was interesting to see Leonard and Penny talk about the idea of signing a prenup together. Penny hasn't even said I love you to Leonard, and she's talking about things related to marriage. To be fair, I do think she loves him, she's just not in a place where she's okay expressing it. And I don't really know where I land on the idea of a prenup. Actually, in this specific case, it's kind of asking a lot of Howard, because Howard already agreed that when they have kids, he'll give up his career and look after the children. And if Bernadette were then to divorce him, he would have no savings, assuming they signed the prenup, and he'd be out of the workforce for a long time and essentially be punished for staying at home and raising the kids. That feels kind of off, right? And it's kind of a raw deal to give up your own career and then have zero financial security if your spouse decides they want to leave you. And I mean, this kind of sitcom, they're not going to get a divorce, but it's interesting to think about. I don't think I'm necessarily opposed to the idea of a prenup in general. At this point, I make an okay amount of money, so it's like anyone's guess if I would make more than a future spouse or less. But I like the idea of doing something that would protect both of us if something were to change down the line. And if we ever get to the point of wanting a divorce, the last thing we'd want to do in that moment is a long, drawn-out process of yelling and arguing and legal battles about how to split assets. And it just seems like a huge, huge headache. It is definitely a touchy subject to broach, though. When you're in a relationship and you're in love, you don't want to plan for a future where you're not together, so I understand the hesitation, but yeah, I think I like the idea of a prenup in concept, but the way a conversation like that would play out, I'm not a fan of. Penny was giving advice to Bernie about how to break the news to Howard at first. Do it in bed, and Bernadette said she didn't want to manipulate Howard with sex, and Penny says that's what sex is for. Oh, Penny. And Amy said that Bernadette would fetch 2 oxen and a goose in the old days when being traded for marriage. And she said Penny would fetch a unicorn. The smile on Penny's face she was so happy with herself. I am worth a unicorn. Elsewhere in the episode, Sheldon is forced to take a vacation. Does he not have his own project that he can work on? He worked on some things when he was fired for a bit, like glow-in-the-dark fish, some other things as well, but it's been a while. I think that happened in like season 1. It's been nearly 2 years since I started this show. How wild is that? The guys were giving him vacation ideas that were just so not him. Hawaii? Why would you think he would want to go to Hawaii? The locals don't want you to go to Hawaii at all in the first place. And they get on the topic of Richard Feynman and what he would do when he was forced to take a vacation, and Sheldon explained who Richard Feynman was to Howard. Oh god, even I know who he is. I knew who he was even before I started taking physics in high school. So it's just so ridiculous that he talks down to Howard so much. But yeah, Sheldon winds up working with Amy, or annoying Amy, looking down on her biology work so much, thinking he's above doing grunt work when he can't even get the grunt work right. And his argument is that he kept a Tamagotchi alive for 13 years. I guess that's impressive, but not really all that related to biology, like actual biology. Winds up cutting his thumb trying to prove himself and faints. He really is not suited for this. And the apology he tried to give Amy was just so half-assed. I think Amy could have wrung a better apology out of him than just like, sorry, after trying to get out of it so many times. He can be really frustrating at times. Anyway, guys, fun episode. Full reaction is going to be on Patreon in the link in the description below. If you've made it this far, you're awesome, you're great. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, really helps the channel, and I'll see you guys next time with more. Bye, friends.